Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good weekend. Today we've got our good friends back on the show, Triage. We've checked these guys out a bunch of times and they did say to me, man, we were trying to hold off on sending you this one because we've sent you a bunch recently. But man, I don't mind that whatsoever. These guys said to me that they really do actually appreciate someone checking out their music and being able to hear an opinion on it, because that's what this show's all about. I'm in a band and I knew it was difficult to get anyone to listen to my music and give it a genuine opinion and not just be paid to say, yeah, this is great or whatever. So I started this show to give people opinions on their music when they normally wouldn't get them. Now, I do try and give mostly positive opinions on this show because I'm trying to boost people up and encourage them. But I have mentioned in the past to this band some things that I kind of nitpicked on and said, it'd be nice to hear more cymbal work in this music and this and that. And they've done that as each track's gone on. So these guys are actually taking on board what I'm saying to them. So I'll have to be careful what I say to them and not be flippant or kind of talk out of turn with them. But yeah, it's cool that, people are actually kind of getting something from the show and they're getting a kind of point of view that they're not getting from the other band members, because you're in the band. And when you're in the band, sometimes it can be difficult to look at the band from outside of the band and kind of view it from the third person. So yeah, I love it that these guys are actually getting, constructive feedback from the show, and they enjoy getting that feedback because they're trying to better themselves and kind of be a more appealing band. Very, very cool. Super dope. So we're going to give them their show today. This track's nice and long. They always give us a nice long track. They said this one's a bit less doomy than the last track. And the last track was really, really great. Great drumming and stuff. And did all the cymbal work and the stuff that wasn't in the previous tracks that I mentioned. And then it was there. So yeah, very, very cool. This track's called Sun. So get yourself comfy and let's enjoy this one. Very atmospheric. Nice cymbal work in this one already. If he's abusing that guitar or not. Bass really sounds great in this one. It's kind of the main sound in the mix. That's a cool sound. cool sound to it. Really bassy with those nice plucked guitar strings as well. Yeah, that really hits your ear, this sound does. It's really bassy. It's got that nice plucked stringness to the high end of it. That lead guitar cuts over it nicely. Man, these guys should make a video of them playing. Come on, guys. This is great guitaring. We want to see you shredding out. Nice job there with the lead sweeping across your ears. That sounded great. Actually really enjoy checking out this band now, because each time we've checked them out, they've progressed, they've evolved, they've taken another step or two with their sound, with their composition, and where they're heading with this kind of music. And I think it's really cool that we're getting to see that and witness it on the channel and be a part of it with our, with our kind of reviews and our constructive criticism as well, because some of the ways that they've stepped up have been things I've mentioned to them. Yeah, great job. Now, I'm going to give them a bit of constructive criticism on this one track. In my own personal opinion, and bear in mind this is my very own personal opinion, so it's not gospel truth or law or anything like that, but I thought this track worked really well, except for the way that they used the feedback and the kind of crazy Jimi Hendrixy type guitar stuff in the intro. I would have just liked to have seen it. Seemed a bit random in that point, and what I think would have worked nicely is to do that stuff but gradually build it up, and then into the next section, because it kind of was coming in flits and flats, and then built up and then kind of stopped. And then we moved into the next section, and it was just a bit jarring at that one point, going from the intro into the kind of first riff. And I think if they'd have just built it up with that crazy guitar in, the drums and the bass sounded amazing, don't get me wrong, I'm just talking about the guitar in at that point. If they'd have just built up that feedback and that craziness, and then got really kind of crazy with it, and then dropped us into the next section, from everything from that point on worked. I thought it sounded great. I really liked the sound of that bassy, plucked chordy section. And then when they brought in the lead over the top of that, it sounded great, because the lead sat totally different, in a different space to that big bassy noise. And then when they had the sweeping lead that came across your ears after that, yes, I think that should have been the end of the song, in my opinion, because that was a crescendo. It was a build-up point let the lead sweep across your ears. We're done. Because I don't think the bringing the intro verse, the intro kind of back at the end added anything to the song really, because we'd spent our load in that double solo. That was really the kind of orgasm of the track. So yeah, very, very nice. These guys are stepping it up each time, and no doubt next time we hear them, you know, their intro will blend nicely into the next section, and by that point I'll be struggling for things to even give them a bit of constructive criticism about, because these guys they're heading the direction they need to go with this kind of music, with the vibe and the jam that they've got going on. So yeah, very, very cool to see bands evolve. That's why I love getting bands back on the channel again and again, because we get to see bands, you know, move on with their sound, evolve, get better musicians, get better composers, get better mixers, because the mix on this one was great. That bass tone, yes. I'd use that all day long in my own music as well. Very, very nice. So yeah, super great job, guys. And next time we see it, no doubt it'll be even better. Very, very cool. Thanks, guys. See you. Bye.